Hello, thanks for joining us. This spot probably doesn't mean anything to anyone watching. It has significant significance to me, mostly because it's right here that I ripped the back off of my travel trailer 4 years ago. Right now I'm in York, Pennsylvania, visiting the kid and the grandkid and having a great time. Still causes a little pain. Anyway, today we're going to be driving, we're not sure, which is the joy of all of this. To start our adventure, we started in Houston, Texas, where we live, Montgomery, Texas. We drove over to Virginia to say goodbye to my father, who passed recently. From there, we drove up here to Pennsylvania. And from here, we're not really sure. We got a week left, and we got 3 days of driving and 7 days to do it. So right around here are things like the Hershey, Pennsylvania chocolate place. More significantly is Gettysburg. That's about 31 miles away. We thought we might do that. In fact, I think that's where we're going next. After that, I'm not sure, but I thought I'd just sort of record it along the way and document this little trip we're taking, because it's been a while. It's been a minute since I've done any of this. And I think it makes me happy. It keeps me alive. Of course, with the passing of a loved one, these last few days have made me ponder a lot. And that's made me realize that, I got not so much life left and a lot of things to do still. And driving around this great country of ours is one thing I really enjoy. So we'll see how that goes. And you can come along. I don't know. I feel like I'm being very wistful and poignant. I'm trying to be fun. Woo! Okay, so yeah. Let's go. Okay, so Kim and I are headed now from her daughter's house in York to Gettysburg Memorial. And we're deciding along the way that it's a really nice place to be. Apparently Pennsylvania is a pretty cool place. We visited before during our RV years, Lancaster, and we saw the Amish communities, which we enjoyed. And we've been a few times to York, and we like York, despite the fact that I wrecked my trailer there and destroyed our home. And I'm never going to be able to look at myself again in the mirror without remembering that, but that's okay. So now we're going to go see Gettysburg, which we know nothing about. I think there's a driver tour, which we'll probably take up. Are you excited about that?
I'm very excited about it.
Anything else you want to say about that, dear?
No, I want to save it as a mystery and see what happens.
Do you enjoy this interviewing style of video now that I'm doing?
I do.
Oh, because I've got a microphone now. This is hard. I don't know how reporters do this. You have to talk.
And then I talk.
And then I talk.
And then I stay silent.
Oh, and then she just doesn't talk. And honestly, we have no agenda whatsoever. And I don't have to be back for 7 days. And so we thought the first stop, Gettysburg, would be good. From there, we think we're going to go to St. Louis and check the arch, because I've never done that. And then maybe, we don't know. In the past, I've always gone south and then west when returning from my father's house. Now I'm going to go west and then south. So it's a whole different route. So I've never been here. And we're just beguiled by the charms, well, look at that house, of Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania's a very pretty state.
It's very pretty.
Yeah. All right, we're entering the park. We're not exactly sure what we're doing. We think we went to go on the driving tour. I am known to be something of a wise Alex. I will probably not do that here. So probably I'll just stop the talking, and you can watch this. And maybe I'll narrate it. I don't know. I just noticed a lot of kids are wearing like eagles heads. Hey there, Greg from the future. Okay, a few things about Gettysburg. If you grew up in the United States, you have absolutely heard of Gettysburg, Pennsylvania. It's huge historical significance to the U.S. because of its influence on the Civil War. It was the home of the single largest battle in the Civil War, and most people believe it was the largest battle that contributed to a sway in the direction of the war. So Gettysburg is, by all accounts, a really big deal. Not the least of which, it was also the location of the Gettysburg Address, which is considered one of the most influential and eloquent and well done speeches, for lack of a word, in the history of the United States by our very own President Abraham Lincoln. So when you're driving into Gettysburg, you got all this spinning around in your head. Kim and I, by our very nature, are not great museum people. So once I went in and got all the information with the guy, I came back out to the car. I said, okay, Kim, let's do this. And we listened to the thing. We started driving along our way, and it started in town. That's another thing we didn't realize. We didn't really realize that Gettysburg is a city. And it's still being lived in by private individuals with the cars rolling right through every single day doing the tour. Kim and I listened to the recording for about the first 2 stops, and then we stopped because we're just horrible museum people. But if you want to listen to the entire recording and go to every single stop and listen to what it has to say, and I think there are like 20 stops, I believe it said it would take you about 2 to 3 hours. What we did was basically drove around all the numbered stops. I'd jump out with my camera once in a while and just take some shots, and I'd kind of scan whatever it said about that. And that's really how we experienced it. I have to say, the thing that really shocked us about Gettysburg was the scope and scale. We had no idea it was 6,000 acres. It's huge. I just imagined we'd be walking up to some sort of podium and there'd be a large field, and that's where the battle took place. Gettysburg's not like that at all. There's tons and tons to see. And as you're driving around, in addition to all the very significant areas where significant things happened, are a lot of memorials that have been erected by the various states and charitable groups that the victims and the fallen and the survivors came from. So would I recommend Gettysburg? Absolutely. And God Bless America is free to enter. I don't know about the visitor center. I think there's a cost to that. But just to go drive around and listen to the recordings and learn all about it, that is absolutely free. And also, the tour ends at the spot where Abraham Lincoln gave the speech, and there's a memorial to him and a bust of him. Just standing there for a second, there's a palpable spirit, not unlike what I experienced when I did the Lincoln Memorial in Washington, D.C. Something about Lincoln. And to stand at the spot where he stood 100 years previous and gave this most historical speech was, for me, worth driving there. I'd say worth the price of admission. There is no admission, but definitely worth driving by. Certainly worth swinging by when we're in the area. So that was our experience, and we really enjoyed it. And afterward, we went to this really neat restaurant downtown, and it had a lovely dinner in the basement of this 200-year-old restaurant that had an underground spring that went. I mean, the whole thing is just, America's amazing. God bless America. But we had a great time. So after Gettysburg, Kim and I hit the road again to parts unknown. Our normal thing that we do is we find a La Quinta hotel, the nearest one, with an app. But there were none to be had in this part of Pennsylvania. So we just kept on driving until we found Somerset, Pennsylvania. Kim and I are here in Somerset, Pennsylvania. And today we're headed 9.5 miles to St. Louis, Missouri. We have no idea what's between here and St. Louis, Missouri. We did have a great stay at the Somerset Hamilton Inn, thank you. And dogs are allowed. And it cost us $150. Let's hit the road. All right, Kim and I are currently in a traffic jam in Columbus, Ohio. We've been to Cleveland, Ohio, and we have to agree with the sitcom soundtrack, Cleveland Does Rock. Cleveland rocks, Cleveland rocks. We went to the Rock and Roll Museum. That was fun. We saw the largest outdoor chandelier. That was fun. We saw the most expensive grocery store in the world. That was fun. And we also, after some searching, found the largest rubber stamp. That was also fun. Here down in, oh, look, an Anahinga. Anahinga, no one cares. It's a bird. Yeah, she doesn't care. Anyway, so now we're down in Columbus, and we have no intention of getting off the freeway in Columbus. And if we're honest, we probably have a little, would we say, travel fatigue? Yes. Yeah.
Tired. Just rainy.
Oh, yeah.
Tired. Gloomy day.
Yeah, a little bit of travel. Remember, this adventure didn't start when you joined us. This adventure started when we were in Texas a week and 3 days ago, and we've driven these 2,259 miles, which are all on a lease car. which is already going over its miles. But we're not going to talk about that right now. Anyway, we're still about 6 hours outside of St. Louis, which is our current goal. We're really just going there because it's a different way to drive home, and also it has what's known to be the gateway to the west. Of course, the arch is what I'm talking about. So after a few more hours of driving, Kim and I decided that Indianapolis, Indiana was the place we were going to stay that night to get some much needed rest. Now, we've never been there before. We didn't know what to expect. And a quick drone flight showed us that, it seemed like a pretty nice place. However, we stayed downtown at the La Quinta Hotel and Suites. And as much as we liked La Quinta, we didn't like this one for a couple reasons. One, it smelled funny. And the elevator was super scary. And the carpet had that super disgusting Las Vegas vibe that we all enjoy. Also, we weren't keen on having to park outside downtown in unsecured, unprotected parking. Anyway, we didn't tarry. There was a change of plans. There's been a change of plans. We're currently here in Indianapolis, Indiana. Our plan today was to go on to St. Louis and see the National Arch. But we had a crazy notion to go north instead, to Michigan, to see Kim's sister. So that's what we're doing today. We're going here from Indianapolis to Buchanan, Michigan. And then after that, who knows? Maybe we'll just go to Canada forever. Let's go. So the trip from Indianapolis to Buchanan was pretty uneventful, except for this. Now, when we passed this amazing piece of machinery, I asked Kim to get a picture, and I thought she did, but she didn't. So I, of course, looked this up as soon as we got home to try and find it using Google, and could not. Didn't find anything that said Jesus's King Trike or motorbike or anything. So if you know this person, or if you are this person, let me know. Anyway, we eventually made it to Kim's sister's house. And did I mention it was a surprise? That was a lot of fun.
Hello!
Of course, the first thing I did was go around back to check out the livestock with Charlie.
Charlie, chickens. I know, right? Chickens. What are you going to do? Oh, you be quiet. Hi, chickens and ducks.
And also the rabbits. Then after we got settled in, Kim's sister showed us around Buchanan, Michigan for a while just to see the sights. And I have to say, Michigan is by and large a great state. And Buchanan, at the very bottom of Michigan, looks like a really great place to live and raise a family. And Chris's sister loves it there. Okay, today Kim and I are leaving Buchanan, Michigan and headed south to St. Louis. On the way, we're thinking we might divert into Chicago and just drive through downtown Chicago because I've never seen that. And then probably end up in Missouri because I've never seen that. And St. Louis because I've never seen that. Possibly, finally, go to the Arch and probably stay overnight in St. Louis and then see the Arch tomorrow, maybe go up in it. We'll see how that goes. Apparently it's a hard thing to do, but we'll see. But we had a great stay here in Buchanan, and this steed is awesome. But the miles are really racking up. But that's something. All right, let's go. So right now we've decided to go ahead and head to Chicago, and we put the map on Michigan Avenue. I've never been to Chicago in any way, shape, or form. I don't think maybe I've been to the airport. Kim, you've been.
Definitely got to get a hot dog or a piece of pizza.
Okay, hot dog, piece of pizza. So we set the map to Michigan Avenue, and we're going to just drive there. It's about 1 hour and 46 minutes from where we are now. anything of note that happened to Buchanan? No, we really enjoyed our time in Buchanan. Kids great, family's great.
Great area.
Had fun with the chickens. It was all good. So we have been going through a lot of toll booths, and we honestly, what do you need?
Money?
Oh, you need money? Oh, crap. Okay. What? Shit. Oh.
Processing. Please.
Tolls.
Thank you.
We're not used to, us folks that grew up in the West, tolls are not a thing we really had to deal with. And we do now in Texas, and it costs us a couple $100 a month. So far, we haven't really tracked it that well yet. And since we've been traveling, we've gone on a lot of toll roads. Sometimes we took a ticket. Sometimes we just drove through. We don't really know what the end result's going to be. We expect to get a lot of nastygrams in the mail or emails when we get back. How you doing, Charlie?
Oh.
Roof. Okay, off to Chicago we go. Okay, careful there.
Scan processing. Please wait.
$10.20.
Remove card
Ouch.
pushing.
$10 to go. When? That was like 30 miles?
$10. $10.20.
At least we didn't pay $100 for breakfast. Oh, wait.
Wait. That happened.
Well, at least we didn't pay $4.60 for gas. Oh, wait.
Wait.
Oh, well. Okay, Chicago, in Illinois. We literally just paid a toll 1 mile ago, and now we're going through another toll gate. Presumably, I guess, but we'd already paid for the toll previous to that, so now we're paying for this road, and now we're going to pay for the road next to it, and it's only 2 miles later? What's going on here? So we read that you can pull through, and it will take a picture and let you through. Let's see how that happens. Will it let us through? Take a picture, let us through. It didn't let us through, Kim. So we had read on Gemini that you could drive through and it'll take a picture, even though it says, easy pass only. That didn't work. So we just try that, and it asked for a credit card, which is fine because we didn't have to wait in the line where it said cards and credit card. I don't know. This is weird though. I guess that's why they call it the Wild West, because we just drive with reckless abandon without having to pay every time we go on a road. Well, look at those cute houses. Look at the determination on Kim's face. Look at her. Look at her driving through Chicago traffic like a pro. Oh, somebody just honked at us.
No, he didn't. Well, if he did, I'm not in his lane, so maybe on his waves.
You're doing a great job.
Go ahead.
Do you guys get a little nervous going into a new big city? It always makes me nervous. It's kind of scary.
Right.
I don't know. People take your stuff and stab you and laugh at you and then run away. Don't they in all big cities? Don't they do that?
Hey, Grandpa.
Oh, so Kim and I were able to, here's a lesson. Don't drink 2 cups of coffee, have a large Coke can, and pull on into Chicago like you think you can just go to the bathroom, because you can't. We pulled off on 8th Street, Jefferson, and another street, and fortunately, thank heavens, there's a Best Buy where we could pee. Oh. So Kim's in there now. I get nervous in big cities. I've been in a lot of big cities. Tokyo, Taiwan, Taipei, New York, Los Angeles, Houston, Dallas. They'll kind of make me nervous. For a spell, anyway. Until I get used to it, right? Okay. All right, I take that back. Tokyo doesn't make me nervous because Tokyo is, by and large, extraordinarily safe and clean and not scary. But all those other places, just a little bit. Here we are in Michigan Avenue.
I don't know if it's the tail end of it or just the beginning of it.
Charlie seems a little impressed.
It's a really nice day.
What do you think about Chicago? Oh, not so impressed.
Should go right to bed.
She was looking around and I said, done. It's the bean. I know you hate it when I say this, but you've done a fantastic job navigating the city, dear. I'm very proud of you. Very, very proud of you. Oh, look, that must be. Yeah, that's Bears. That's the Bears Stadium. It must be. What else would it be?
That's what I thought it was, but I wasn't going to interrupt you, so I thought it was the Bears. The Bears. Soldier Field.
Soldier Field. Yeah, that's definitely the Bears.
The Bears.
One of the flaws of using the inbuilt microphone on your iPhone is it's on the end, and I think I've been covering it with my hand all this time. So if none of the video worked, if none of the audio worked on this, I'll just insert it later. With
Voiceover.
With Kim going, Greg, you're so handsome. I love how you're an advocate. Instead of shut up and let me drive. Oh, Greg, you're really good at this thing you do. Bird. Oh, cool seagull.
There's birds in Chicago.
I know, right?
See, no one told me that.
Chicago birds. They're probably like angry birds. Right. Kim and I are now leaving the St. Louis La Quinta in St. Louis. This is rated, we had a great stay. This is rated amongst the top 5 La Quintas in the United States, and we liked it. Much better than the last La Quinta in downtown Indianapolis, which is clearly in the lower 5 of the entire United States. Anyway, that's not important. Today we're headed to the Gateway Arch. Unfortunately, I can't ascend to the top because I tried to get tickets last night and I couldn't. Memorial Day weekend. I'll try and get a last minute ticket. Maybe there's a cancellation or something, but it's not likely I'm going to be able to ascend to the top of the arch. But we're going anyway, and we're going to check it out and take some pictures. We did drive by it last night. It's magnificent. It's astounding. It's a great thing to watch over the skyline of St. Louis. But anyway, I digress. Let's go. Can I park here to go to the arch today? Yeah. I don't have cash. How can I?
I don't know what to tell you then. You have to go get cash. I always get cash, man.
Do we have any cash?
No.
How about you let me park and I run and get you some cash? If I promise.
I trust you. I don't normally do that. I'm gonna trust you.
Look at this face. This is a very trustworthy face. She'll smack me. Thank you, sir. So the nice gentleman who is monitoring the entry to the parking lot at the Cathedral and the Gateway Arch has told us we must have cash to get in, but he was nice enough to let me into park without cash. I'm walking up to an ATM to get cash, but the listen here is you must have cash when you go to the parking lot at the arch. And actually, we should always be carrying cash. And Kim and I never do that. Ooh. So that's an imposing structure right away. So you pull in, there's parking right there, but make sure you have $15 in cash. That very nice gentleman will not let you in.
Bye.
Man, park it. In. Bye. Okay, I have my ticket. I'm in the line. Kim's waiting outside with the dog. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little nervous. Mostly about the claustrophobic part, not about the heights part. I did rush by the pod that they have on the outside, and it looked small. Also, I'm probably a little stinky, I'm not gonna lie.
We'll also be able to see 6 decades of arch history. You will also odd numbers are on this aisle, even numbers are on that aisle.
My new friends from Idaho have promised to, thank you. I promised to
When they used to sit down,
hold my hand if I get nervous.
Right. You go, we all go.
Or, yeah, that's right. We're a team now. I like that mentality.
everybody sit down.
Oh my word! This is wow. Okay, we're all friends. Thank God I don't have BO. Is what I'd say if I didn't have BO.
Allegedly.
Woo. Okay, Warren, you look like you're doing okay. I'm doing all right. All right, everybody doing okay? We're all good. Okay. Okay. I'm a little nervous. I'm not gonna lie, but I'm okay. That's what it looks like outside.
It's great.
It's another steel door.
Well, to the left, come up the stairs. Be careful, the stairs are unevenly spaced. Exit your tram to the left and come up the stairs. Watch your step, the stairs are unevenly spaced.
Okay, so we've just now exited the tram, heading up the stairs, and yeah, it's a little crowded, but it's all good. Whew. Oh.
Let's go.
And just like that, they're shooting us back down.
That's it, man.
That's way faster going down.
It is much faster. Like, I'm not gonna lie, a little uneasily faster. All right. Wow, that was interesting, exciting. It's certainly worth my $15. I think I was up there for 5 minutes, and then they just shuttle you right off, which is good. That's really all you need. All right. So yeah, great. And Kim's waiting for me in the car. She's been very patient. Love you, honey. I think I get some good shots with my camera. Using my nifty, not my nifty 50, my nifty 14mm lens to get some great wide angle shots. And I rarely have an opportunity to use this lens. So I was really glad that I had an opportunity to use it today. And I don't know if I'm going the right way at all to get back to my wife. Let's walk this way. Well, let's walk this way. So now we're headed back to Texas Way. We got about a 12-hour drive to get home, so I expect we'll stay somewhere tonight. I don't think we're gonna drive all the way home today. And yeah, let's do that now. Okay, the rest of the trip was pretty uneventful except for this thing. Look at this thing. Somebody made this thing. What a marvelous country we live in. Anyway, we did end up going to Tulsa that evening to stay the night. I only show you that so I can show you this gorgeous drone shot I got of the local La Quinta Inn. After that, it was time to head home through parts better known than what I'd been driving before. And before you know it, we were home in Montgomery, Texas. So thanks everyone so much for joining us. We had a great trip. I'm glad you joined us. I hope you join us again and you have a great day. So long.